Welcome to the last instance, for now, of this special Super Metroid weekly race. We got something special tonight. We got Super Metroid Item Randomizer. And oh man, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. Tonight we have Total's Super Metroid Item Full Randomizer, which means that all items are going to be randomized. There are no item pools, as you may know it from the tournament. So every item can be pretty much anywhere. I'm Ponk, and with me together here is a first-timer on commentary. We got Tracy. What's up, Tracy?
Oh, not much. I'm ready to go, I think.
Oh, nice to hear. And so we're good to go. We got an awesome lineup for the racers as well here featured on the stream.
Oh my god, we do.
We got Scotty McBody, who I raced myself in the last randomizer tournament and made it really far into the thing. I think he even kicked Zost out of the winner's bracket, so he's really good. We got Elminster RTA, an OG of the community. White Mage Becky, who's been around for randos in like forever, and we got Beef Robber, who is a tassing legend in my eyes in this community. So this is going to be really good.
I'm excited. Got a good lineup.
All right, so first things first, it's kind of tradition for our randomizer streams. Tracy, do you have any guesses on the first item that the racers are going to find?
Well, probably Morph Ball, but I'd like to see a beam upgrade early on. That's always nice to see.
Oh yeah, I would love to see that. Oh yeah, by the way, are not going to be any trackers for this. We're just going to guide you through the items. Oh, there we go. Perfect start. Completely useless. Because it would kind of complicated with so many racers. We're just gonna go with this on the fly. And yeah, so no trackers for this. Something you might notice early is that there are enemies in this room, even though Zebus isn't awake yet. Which means the runners can do this beautiful D-boost to get this Morph Ball in the ceiling. I see Beef Robber having a little bit of trouble with it, but everyone else getting it. Oh,
nice. Look at that.
That is a speed booster.
That is nice to get early.
Oh yeah, and that's pretty huge, because speed booster gives you so much early access to so many items. They can immediately clear everything of Runestar if they choose to do so. And so there are no items like in the wrecked ship blocked off at all. So this is pretty big.
If they manage to get power bombs, they can go straight over to the wrecked ship.
Oh yeah, right. I
Not
I
sure
hope no one's actually going to do that. Yeah. Oh, and so we see Scotty already charging up here for the old Mother Brain Sparks, just gonna fly through these pirates here.
Don't get to see that too often in Randomizer.
Oh, definitely not. And oh yeah. Right.
And then there's that.
So again, this is full randomizer, which means every item can be pretty much at any location. Of course, with a few exceptions, like Various Suit couldn't be in Low Warfare just for the difficulty. But this means that backtracking and routing is way more significant than it is for like the classic randomizer you've seen a lot in the past in the tournament. Because just items like the old Mother Brain missiles that the runners had to fly past right now, just because they didn't have anything to open it, could potentially be a very significant item the runners might need to backtrack for. So all these little items that the runners are just running past, like old Mother Brain missiles, Criteria Super missiles, or the last missiles, those are all items that the runners might need to go back to at some later point, just because there's an important item later there.
I've done a few of these. You can end up all over the map on this kind of seed with all this randomization.
Oh yeah. OB Frobber also going for the Old on the Rain Spark. Alright. We got the runners now in Terminator. Just one thing that kind of sticks out to me is that the runners still don't have any kind of explosive.
No bombs. There's a lot of stuff they can't check without those power bombs.
Yep. That is very true. They already had to run past quite a few items here. And they will also have to do a lot of backtracking in Brinstar if this keeps going, which is usually something you want to avoid. Looking at like the items that are going to be coming up now in the early supers area, there are quite a few items in the back of the reserve tank room that, or well, specifically one that the runners just can't get right now. So it adds even more backtracking and items that the runners don't know about. But
there you go. There's some power bombs.
There's the power bombs. So that's good. Oh, and there's even more. All right. So with 10 packs, the runners are pretty much.
Now they're okay.
So, yeah, they're fine. Still, though, not any more majors here. Also, something you're going to see since... Oh, there you go, Wave Beam. That's going to be pretty useful just for checking items. But you might notice that there are already a lot of supers in this seed.
Yep.
The reason for that being is that that it's not like the usual 230, 50-50 minor distribution that you have, that you usually have for for the game. But for Randomizer, it's a different item distribution. It's the actual amounts are kind of random, but super missiles are a lot less rare. They are actually just as rare as missiles, so we are already at 20 supers, and this amount is going to increase pretty quickly as the item collection goes on, which makes charge kind of obsolete in most seeds, but we're going to see about that, depending on what beams they get. Oh, there you go, we got X-Ray.
And our first E-Tank. But they'll be happy to see that at this point.
And we also got some route deviation here. Beef Robber being the first one to not just head straight to Terminator and to Brinstar, but actually makes a detour to the ship. I'm curious where he's going to go from here. Or if he's just going to take the refill. Because he can't get anything anywhere in this area. He needs power bombs to get to the wrecked ship and to go down Red Brinstar. So I'm curious. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I think he forgot about that.
Happens to the best. Yep.
Well, the finding of Wave Beam this early always lends the question of who's going to remember they have it when they get to the wave gate.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's that's such a good meme from the Randomizer race, too. From the Randomizer tournament. So to expand a little bit on that, there is a wave gate to the right of this big pink room that usually in like 90% of all randos you would just glitch through rather than opening it the intended way, and oftentimes you see runners just out of pure muscle memory glitch it up anyways, even if they have wave beam. Some even do it on purpose just for the memes, but we're gonna see how serious the runners are tonight. So far, still a lot of supers. Like, we're not even out of Pink Brinstar, who already 30.
Already enough to kill Ridley.
Yeah, that's right. That's so insane. Like, Ridley has almost the most HP in the game. Almost, and they already have enough to kill him just with supers. Oh, and there we go. Becky going for the...
Someone had to do it.
Honestly, knowing how much Hundo Becky runs. I would not be surprised if that was on purpose.
It could be.
Just for the giggles.
So now we see Beef Robert coming back to the Brinstar Reserve area.
And here's a big thing. Since the runners got speed boosters already, they can actually check this item that Elminster is checking right now. The water weight E-tank, which definitely 100% requires speed booster.
Yes.
So getting this out of the way, not having to backtrack here, is pretty good. The free E-tanks definitely help. Wasting this energy to get through can be kind of finicky doing this with one E-tank at a time, or two, or zero. But looking at all the runners what they got here, Big Pink seems to be pretty empty.
Yeah.
Looking at Scotty right now, he's doing a setup called Backdoor Spore Spawn, where we can get the item that's a reward for killing Spore Spawn, the first mini-boss, without actually killing him, by doing some screen manipulation and shooting a super block that you're not supposed to shoot and gain entrance to the back part of the Spore Spawn fight.
And it's just a missile.
Right. But it's good knowledge, because
yes, absolutely.
At this point, we got every item in Big Pink figured out, so the runners will not have to go here, and cutting out as much backtracking, especially like in full rando, is really important. So we're gonna see it. It's also really funny how they all took a different route in this Big Pink cleanup. Like, no one checked the items in the same order. You'd think there's like one order, but they just all have their own preference.
There's lots of orders.
Oh yeah, right. Elm remembering that he has wave beam. Good job, Elm.
Yep. And then begs the question, who's going to go up and who's going to go down when they get to Red Tower? Interestingly, I was watching Scotty earlier, he was practicing the early X-ray check, so. See if he does that.
Did he? Oh,
yep.
Man.
Yep, he was practicing.
I like the sound of that. Free E-tanks is enough of that, but he currently doesn't have any backup, like...
No,
usually like to have a backup like bombs or ice, so that if you get stuck on the last D-boost of early X-ray, you have like some kind of way to just get up naturally. But he doesn't have any of that, so he's pretty dead if he makes a mistake there. But I wouldn't say he wouldn't do it. I don't know.
I don't know if he's... Oh, he's gonna go here first.
Nope. Nope. Just going down. The old-fashioned way.
Elminster going down, Becky going up.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's Elm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Elm going up.
And Scotty going back to Blue Brinstar.
Oh, and getting rewarded with the best item in the game. Good job, Scotty. But yeah, Scotty can clear out all of Retro Brinstar right now, and the remaining part of Criteria, because of said speed booster. We're gonna see how that pays off. Oh, and gets a beautiful speedball through the Gamer there into the rest of Retro Brinstar. Look at that. Oh, and Plasma Beam for Becky!
Nice.
Oh, looks like... I'm not quite sure. Is Scotty gonna be checking the rest of... Oh, looks like he wants to do Criteria now. Elm, on the other hand, just doing the classic crate cleanup first. Probably going to be hoping for a early Varia suit here.
Well, I have seen a seed where the supers in Criteria did hold a suit, so... That's not where he's going.
We're going to see. Full Render really offers a lot more options just for how you want to do your seed. Oh, and I just realized that Scotty has 0 power bombs, so you cannot even check a majority of the things there. So Scotty is going to the ship.
He's going to refill,
which makes sense. The question then is, what is he going to do after? I could maybe even see.
Maybe a gauntlet check.
Yeah, that would I could see that. I could even see Becky refilling on power bombs right now, but looks like she's not gonna do that. Elm with a nice quick kill, and Scotty making its way up to the gauntlet. Oh yeah, that's also correct. Becky currently being the only one who did not pick up the X-ray scope. Because Becky apparently hates X-ray, getting instantly punished with that plasmine. Completely blocking out the option of microwaving several bosses of the game.
No, she still doesn't have charge.
Right, and I still doubt that she's not going to find it or need it, but we're going to see. I'm up to change my mind. Oh, and high jump boots for Scotty. Oh, that's so good. High jump really and speed. That's
we'll see if anyone else comes up here and checks that spot. I'll give him a nice advantage. You don't realize how much you need those high jump boots until you start going up Red Tower without them.
Oh, and base jump for Becky. That's gonna be so useful for the rest of the direct ship here. To make exploration somewhat fast, because Becky is going to need to check a lot of items that Space Jump is really good for, like Wreck Ship E-Tank or the outside Wreck Ship items, like right in the ceiling, really high up, so it's going to be really good for that. Scotty, in the meanwhile, with double supers here at the Gauntlet, already being at 50.
50, oh my.
And Elm already skipping missiles here. I can see why, looking at these ammo counts. Even more supers already at 50 now. Oh, and Becky now at the Phantom fight. Good luck, Becky. Oh, I really like this check by Elm here. Checking the escape item. You cannot actually get it right there, but it saves him a little bit of a reroute because that item is kind of out of the way.
I've seen that item. I've seen that item be some. I think I've seen it as ice once.
Oh. Yeah, we have like completely different approaches to the seed in like this layout, which is absolutely great. We got Becky, who's kind of focused on the finishing the main objectives of killing bosses right now with doing like this early Phantom check. We got Elm, who kind of does the same strat, just in a different area with an early crate, and now kind of trying to find Varia here in Warfare. And then we got Scotty, who's currently just almost completely done with his criteria cleanup already, so it has a lot more than the other runners do right now. And Beef Robber, I think, is gonna be as Becky did. However, he has X-ray and the plasma combo.
And everybody is in a completely different part of the map. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. We have 4 complete different areas on one screen.
And the ice being checked by Elm, and it is...
Drumroll, anything. He's very happy about that.
Yeah, it was going to be tough for him to get out of there. I think he could have made it, but it would have been tight. Reset.
Oh, that surprised me. That really surprised me.
I didn't realize he saved.
That tells me he doesn't want to continue the hell runs. Because if he wanted to continue the hell runs to like the east of the heated areas in Warfare, there would be no point in not collecting that E-Tank.
Except looks like he's going towards Bubble Mountain.
Well, joke's on me.
No, what you said makes sense, but okay.
Well, I thought it did, but apparently Elm disagrees. Oh my god. Well, there's another E-tank. Who needs the other one? Anyways.
And missiles at the E-tank at wreck ship. I didn't see what was down over where the super missiles were for Becky.
Me neither, but it didn't seem something super important. Scotty, in the meanwhile, onto this criteria supers check. Should going for that
missed it.
D-boost. That one's pretty tricky to pull off. Elm going for another safety save. And Scotty really wants that D-boost. Oh, there we go. Beautifully done.
Nicely done.
And getting rewarded with even more supers. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, he's very careful here. Oh,
this is fine. This is fine.
We season in relatively safe part of the map right now.
Oh, and people are just sparking into that space here. I love it. Oh, and man, yeah, the stupid spark hitbox. I always forget about that. Oh, holy moly!
Oh my!
Elminster proving me wrong on so many levels, finding the barriers here at the speed booster hell run. Good job. Oh, and yeah, 55 supers. So what we're going to see from Elm here, since high jump boots is not an offer, and eventually gravity won't be either, is hopefully something really cool called high jumpless lava knife to get early access into low on offer. That would be pretty cool, but we're going to see. It kind of depends on the remaining items he's going to find in here, and if gravity is going to be among those. I agree with chat, Sephi Beam is the best beam. I still disagree with picking up Spacer. Oh, and I think is that the first reserve tank there? For Becky, for Elminster?
I believe so.
Alright.
Saying notice more missiles.
Okay, so Elm has two more kind of sub-areas unchecked here, if I'm not mistaken, which is the Norfolk Reserve area and the Crocomire area.
I'm not sure I see him going to Croc. I would check the reserve area. There's three items there.
I absolutely agree. I might actually even see a Croc check if he's really desperate for some movement items. That was a really cool
screw attack at Billy Mays.
Oh, that's gonna be so useful for the enough here. Oh, and Beef Robber also now with Space Jump, as kind of doing the same route as Becky.
Well, he seemed to indicate that's where he wanted to go before he got the power bombs to get there.
And I'm pretty sure Scotty is now completely done with crit. No, actually, I think he's still missing the power bombs on crit.
No, I don't think he checked the power bombs.
Yeah, right. But other than that, he's pretty much done. And Elm really skipping a lot of E-tanks here.
I think he grabbed one. There were two of them. Did he grab one?
Yeah. Still, he might. I mean, if he has to do a potential high jump lava dive with like
a second another E-tank. Another E-tank would be useful.
Alright. Might just leave now? No. Oh,
Oh, maybe he's going to Croc.
Now the question is, do we have Croc Z? Oh, we do. Alright. So in FFZ, we have a beautiful Croc Z emote. And as soon as Elminster enters the Crocomire chamber, I really hope that you are all gonna spam the heck out of the Croc Z emote. Because it's Croc time.
Yep, and he's nice. He's got plenty of ammo to do this.
Oh yeah. Soft
More
knocking
than
in
enough.
here shouldn't be an issue. Thank you, chat. Alright, Scotty, now, I think actually checking his last criteria item,
I think this is
other
it.
than the outside wreck chip items, and it's another E-tank. Alright, so Scotty has like a lot of this clearing out of the way. However, hasn't done any bosses yet. Whereas everyone else has done at least one boss at this point, counting Beef Robber, who's almost done with his Fantoon fight. Alright, Tracy, so what do you think? Is this Croxy play gonna pay off for Elminster here? Is he gonna get anything good in the backside of the Croc Chamber?
You know, I've played a lot of these recently, and it doesn't seem to pay off that as much as you might think. It's so far out of the way. Hopefully, you get something good.
That's an interesting setup to get up there with the spark there. And gets awarded
And
with
says
another
no to
E-tank.
another E-tank.
Yep. So many E-tanks in this.
And Becky doing my favorite spark to get her high jump boots.
Yeah, Becky cleared out all of the wrecked ship, and nothing really particularly awesome there.
Nope.
Space jump is really neat.
Space jump's good,
That's
especially if you don't have high jump boots yet.
Yeah.
He has
Well,
them
now
now.
she has-
So
yeah.
He has them now.
I'm pretty confident that this is actually gonna. If Becky does the same route now that Elm did earlier, with just create into Norfair, she's gonna have a really easy time clearing all of Norfair in one go, because she can just do the normal high jump lava dive. We'll have no problem with clearing out lower Norfair with space jump, screw attack, and high jump again. So this is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I think she's set up pretty well. And Scotty also running into Spazer.
Classic. Oh, it looks like we have our first unfortunate forfeit from the race. GG to Easy Danger, though. Had some controller issues. This comment is trying to fix the controller and making it worse, so very sorry for him, but GG for joining the race.
Yeah, I raced with him quite a bit. He has been having a lot of trouble with that controller. And for those of you who don't know, there are a lot of, it's not just these four racing, there are maybe a dozen people racing right now.
Yeah, there's a really big race going on in the background. Like, feel free to scatter around in the SRL chat to look for runners, give them all a follow, show them some support. And yeah, it looks like Elm does not want to commit for Low and Offer right now. Oh, and Beef Robber with an unfortunate jet there. So yeah, Elm will double dip, no fair. Doesn't want to do high jump plus lava dive right now, and I can understand that, honestly.
That's a tough, what is it, about 70% even the best runners on that one?
Yeah, and not only that, like it's really not only like in the tournament rando where you like do it and then you have like worst room in the game and it's like free item checks, but here where you have to actually check every single item of Low and Warfare, which you actually even can't without Space Jump. It's just so much more to check and just really limiting yourself with these limited movement items. So double dipping here isn't horrible.
And Beef Robber having trouble with the spiky room of death and dies again.
I mean, there's a reason that it's called the spiky room of
There
death.
is a room. There is definitely a reason.
So everyone give Beef Robber your energy to get done with the spiky room of death here.
And Scotty going into Fantoon.
Alright, so Becky is doing all this cleanup now. Is she actually gonna... Okay.
No, she's going back for it.
Thank you, Becky. So yeah, Becky is doing all this cleanup now that, like especially Scotty did way earlier. And is then probably just gonna head straight to Norfair.
Yeah,
Again,
that makes sense.
I think she has a really big advantage over the other races here right now, or well, at least over Elm. Because when she finds Varia, there's nothing from stopping her to just go straight into Lower Norfair because she has everything to make Lower Norfair a quick cleanup. And she's also going to be the first one to check X-ray because of space jump.
High jump, space jump, and screw attack.
Oh yeah.
Makes Lower Norfair a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this space jump check also works out really well for her because she's super low on power bombs and she can just refill up here in this pre-X-ray room. So that's working out really well in her favor.
And let's see what's at X-ray. And just a missile. Which she says no to.
Alright, Beef Robber now through the spiky room of death. On the left side. I would bet we will see a reset if this is a trash item.
I thought it was a missile?
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just curious how he deals with it.
Yeah, I think
Yep,
we'll see.
there you go. Nope, he wants to take the way back. He's up for the challenge.
Reset. I would definitely reset there. But dies anyway. I don't think he's coming back there.
There we have the third spark into Spacer, I think. Might have been the fourth, not sure.
I believe it's the third.
Apparently runners really like to spark into Spacer here.
It may have been the fourth. I know I've seen 3.
White Mage Becky trying for an early tube opening there. Not pressing an input early enough. So we'll have to reopen that. Might be for the best if
it ends up being suitless.
Yeah.
You
That gravity jump at the start, it's pretty good. Oh, Becky actually missed Spacer. Well, props to Becky for being the only one not stopping Spacer.
I thought someone missed it.
Oh, that spike platform dodge by Scotty there. Alright. Becky and Elm can be the first ones to have 2 bosses dead. Both in a completely different order, with 2 completely different areas already cleared out for them. Oh, and I think, did Scotty not save before going for Spiky Room of Death?
I did not see.
I think that might be the reason he's not resetting here. Scotty is like definitely someone who would use a reset strat here. Becky with a quick kill, getting another power bomb pack. Oh, Scotty! Oh, okay, this is fine. No, this is fine.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah. No, nothing to worry about, folks.
Attic made much easier. Oh my god! Just as I was about to say it's easier with screw attack, he goes down to 1 energy.
Well. I mean, so far I don't see any more resets, any more forfeits in the SRL chat, so that has to be something good, right?
Yeah. Wonder if anybody out there has found Gravity Suit yet.
I mean, we have a lot of other racers, so maybe the position of Gravity is already out in the open. And I'm surprised one of the racers in SRL actually complaining about not having charge. With this amount of supers, this is kind of surprising.
You don't need charge with this number of supers.
No, right? Scotty again demonstrating why it's so useful to have space jump for this kind of full item rando in this area. Not proving to give you anything particularly useful, but having to like bomb jump up there or spark up there is significantly slower than just space jumping up there.
Yeah.
Scotty deciding for the late check with X-ray here.
And just a missile.
Yeah. Alright, Becky now being the second one to start with hell runs. I wonder if she's gonna do the same play Elm made and reset of the C-Tank. I don't really see it.
I think she'll take it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
She's got it.
It's nice that I'm apparently it's always confusing me when Elm does stuff. Generally Elm, because Elm's like a really good rando player, but sometimes I just completely disagree with him. But that's fine.
Well, I would point out who got further in the tournament.
Well, I mean, that's not really the thing. I remember this one instance in the commentary that Elm did in the finals. He was like, I completely disagree with this guy, but well, it works. So that's cool. That's the nice thing about rando. You can disagree as much as you want, but if you win, that's ultimately the point to you.
Well, you can disagree as much as you want, but it might be wrong.
Right.
It might seem like the right play, and then it's not. So.
Mm-hmm. And Scotty
goes right over the reserve.
Yeah, the thing I'm wondering about, if he wonders about, is the fact that he didn't check the item before the reserve tank item. Because he did the X-ray check for the reserve tank, and we know it's just a missile. But there is a chosen statue right in front of that holding a missile. Usually, we know it's only trash. We just saw Beef Robber go there, but he doesn't know. So that's something like that. That's usually in the back of your mind. So we might see if he's worried about that. Right? Where's the Croc Z in chat? People, I'm disappointed. You guys are lacking. And I think that's the 70th missile, super for Becky. This is fine.
70 super missiles.
Yeah, 70 is a super healthy amount. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, and Scotty with the Screwfall. That's such a good move.
That's a nice one.
You know, Easy, even if you feel bad about Croc, you can still show some appreciation for our runners, especially if you're not running.
Easy hates checking Croc.
Well, if he hates fun, then I can see that, but I wouldn't know why you would hate fun. Varia is in the missile pack before Speed Booster, so far Elm being the only one we know of that found it. However, didn't commit for the Norfair in one go trip because of the lack of movement items.
Yep.
So I see Becky actually entering Norfair first here, just with the items she has, and the fact that she's going to continue with the hell runs.
She's right there. I mean, she'll just finish up Croc and then she'll go there. I'm sure she will.
Beef Robber doing now what everyone else is kind of splitting up individually is the criteria cleanup. We saw Scotty do this like super early, Elminster and Becky kind of holding out on it. So yeah, Beef Robber is soon going to get his high jump boots. And I'm very glad that Becky is actually collecting all these E-tanks. Not having any suits, that makes me very happy. Oh, and Elm, laying that power bomb there all the way at the right, saving himself one power bomb to get to the back of this item. Still aware of his situation that he doesn't have normal bombs. So this power bomb management is really crucial here. If he would mislay like too many PBs, he could actually soft lock here, which is unfortunate, but can happen.
And skips another E-tank. He and Becky have the exact opposite feeling about those E-tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, sometimes saving those 7 seconds helps, but sometimes having that extra energy saves you.
Yeah. The thing is, at this point, Elm has Varia. He will definitely find gravity, so he technically doesn't need it. And there's also a very low chance for him actually finding charge beam, so that a stand-up glitch would be worth it. And even then, the extra seconds it would take. I don't know. I feel like at this point it's justified that he skips all of these. Earlier in the Hellrun areas, I couldn't really agree with that, but now it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now. But you're right, earlier. I always kind of feel like that until I get Varia, I'm not skipping those E-tanks.
Uh-huh. Scotty with the extended quick kill here, hugging Crate to death with his love. That's a nice way of killing Crate. And Becky almost at the Varia location, inching in really, really close.
She's about to get it now.
Yep. And after that, maybe a wave beam check. I can definitely see her rushing down the one off here.
It's right there, but then again, it's also easy to check wave. Fair.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And there it is.
Elm has 80 supers, yeah. He's not been skipping out on those yet.
Nope.
He wants them all.
Well, he'll get his high jump boots, and then I bet he'll book it right back down to Lower North there.
Alright, Becky deciding to pick up the wave items first. I'm not sure if Becky saw or already checked the E-tank at the bottom of Molten Mountain.
I don't think she did.
Either way, I think she can do that really quickly, just on her way to Low North Air, so it's not really a big deal. And at this point, I would be not surprised if she'd skip it, but I could also see her picking it up. We'll see. If I were playing this X-ray check really carefully, we had some incidents where death occurred.
Yeah, he hasn't picked up Spear Attack yet, so it makes it a little bit harder even with Space Jump.
But he's fine, almost not taking any damage.
He's got plenty of energy.
Right. Also doing this early check here. Getting bamboozled by the gate though. Using another power bomb just to not having to mess with the treasure statue there in the back. Alright, Becky now coming up on the lava dive. Pretty standard stuff, however, not if you have spring ball and you're holding jump here.
She's got plenty of energy. See?
Yeah, right. Especially with the changes made to the randomizer, with actually usual environmental damage. Really nice. So now I'm curious. That's something I haven't really figured out for myself yet. Do you just go like ignore GT like at all, or do you go backdoor, or do you actually go the intended way, fighting GT just for that extra item at the top?
I would go backdoor, because first of all she's saved, so if you go backdoor you get the screw attack item, and then if you go through the back door you can check both items there, and if they're crap items you can just reset if you want to and not fight GT. Of course she goes the other way.
I also very much appreciate that she went for the blue echoes to get invincibility for the flames, even though she had screw attack. Just for that slight chance of getting the blue.
Not a good idea falling that acid though. Not without gravity. And another croc check. That's 3 crocs already.
95 supers my Elm. Well, I see 100. And glitching. Oh, thank you, Elm. Glitching out the menu. Perfect. Good job, Elm. You win life right now. All right.
No, grapple beam. So Sulas Viridius still on the table.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a rough one. I can feel that Becky would probably like to reset over that, but just for that slight chance of it being Sulas Viridia, yeah. Alright, now let's see how GT likes supers. Because we have a lot of them.
This shouldn't take long.
Alright, Beef Robber, now also at Crate, is going to be approaching his hell run soon, I feel. Elm wins automatically. I mean, I'd be down for that. We can agree on that. Oh, and another missile pack.
More regular missiles.
I'm surprised no one's picking these up. Everyone's all so wild about the supers, but no love for the regular missiles.
Well, they have so many supers. Do they even need regular missiles once they Phantoon?
Oh no, absolutely not. I'm just messing. Okay, so Scotty, now with that beautiful moonfall down the croc shaft, is also going to approach his various really soon. And I feel like Beef Robber and, well actually Scotty and Elm might sync up pretty soon as Elm re-enters Norfair.
Yeah,
and Scotty has found his various super then. We might have like synced up Lower Norfair at that point. That's right, Beef Robber getting quick kill. Nothing you can take for granted in this race so far. And Becky being the first one to get into the Ridley area. Not really a hard part with all the ammo and screw attack. So, expecting like a really fast check and death of Ridley here in a few minutes.
Yeah, with those numbers. 45 supers out of 75. I think she's good to go.
Yeah, again, Ridley only takes 30. And ideally you don't miss any shots. Oh,
look at that!
And now Becky is...
I think problem.
Becky regrets that she didn't pick up extra. Actually, then on the other hand, Becky is not really a regret person, so probably not, but I'm glad we get the option for some microwave bosses here. And I think like 3 out of the 4 are actually going to be able to microwave some bosses here. Seeing that they all have X-ray and plasma already. And are going to be doing Lower Norfair next, just looking at this.
So wait, do we call that the charge beam shame?
I think there's no shame in that. I think for once we can agree that there's no shame in this.
Yeah, agreed. Just funny that it ends up at that spot.
Oh! Okay. That's interesting.
That is such an easy to forget about spot.
Yeah, especially since like everyone has to do the hell runs, right? And like everyone had speed. Oh, that crystal flash is super late.
No! Let's see, where did he save last? No, he's fine.
All right.
He saved.
Okay. That crystal flash was like 1 or 2 frames too late. Like you could already see the animation kicking off.
Yeah.
There have been way too many RBO runs of way too many people dying to such stuff. Alright, but yeah, again, like you have to do hell runs in the first place to get to this place. And I think Elm and Becky too just went straight through the speed tunnels rather than going through here.
Yep.
So this ice beam is going to be proving really handy, not only for fast Metroid rooms, but this might actually be the only way to traverse Batoon Hallway. And if that's the case, and you said it already, this is a really easy to forget item, Scotty might be in a really good position here. Gets the crystal flash this time, very nice. And Elm also sticking with the grapple beam. Also, shoutouts to our moderation team in chat, always keeping up with the things going on. As Elm is to pump his glitched super amount into GT. Oh, and regular bombs. All right, so Becky has almost no actual reason to soft lock anymore. It's just like nothing she needs to worry about. So now the question is gravity in these few remaining spots here in Lower Norfair? Or, I cannot say I actually... Oh, wait, never mind.
There,
just ask for it. Just got
it. There it is. So I suspect no one else is going to be picking up that ice beam.
Oh, and Becky is going for the Huda Ruby special. Oh, that's such a cool strat. Doesn't... Oh yeah, alright, doesn't get it, doesn't want to keep going for it. That's such a cool strat. I really like that Becky took that extra few seconds just to set up for it. How is that a commentator's curse if they find gravity because of me? Why can't you just say commentator's blessing for once? Like, for real. I'm trying my best here. It's like 6 AM and I get like a free gravity wish here. That's something you couldn't pull.
Nah, I think they just wanted to see some radio.
I mean, right? So do I, but I just honestly just this ice beam location is gonna. Actually, I'm an idiot. They have speed for the longest time. They don't need ice.
Yeah, but at the time when you said that, they didn't have gravity.
Yeah, right, yeah. Still though, this is
so gravity had been. So if gravity had been at Batsuni tank, they would have needed that ice.
Yeah, right. Scotty still has the time save, and I doubt Becky is gonna find ice beam ever in this sea. Kind of the same for Elm. Probably Beef Robber as well. I honestly think Scotty's gonna be the only one to find ice beam in this, and it's gonna save him a decent amount of time in Turian, but definitely not enough to get back on track with Becky at this point. Yeah, Becky's routing was rock solid here. Worked out really well for her.
Agreed.
That was like pretty much the optimum you can do in terms of like boss order at least. Alright, Elm approaching the Ridley area with his 61 super missiles now. Shouldn't have any trouble with this. Also, just a friendly reminder, this is not the full race. There are plenty of people racing in the background. And of course, we're going to keep you updated on the remaining joiners of the party. If anyone is done early or forfeits, we're going to tell you about it.
Here we got one. JC87 has quit. We lost another one.
I didn't see that. I might actually have to refresh my speedrun's life.
Oh, Scotty having trouble with the lava dive. He's got another shot at it.
Yeah, he has like another 5 shots at it with the,
that's right, with the way Barry works here. Yeah,
it takes his time. There you go. Oh well, he still has 300 energy. He's fine. Let's take another 5 attempts. Scotty is really good at this. He can do high jump this. Actually, now he kind of needs to get this.
He doesn't have the ammo to crystal flash either.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
There it is.
All right, there
it
you go. Ridley dying on Elm screen in the same moment.
And I think that might have been a reserve at Botswana. I couldn't quite see it.
I didn't even pay attention to it. I'm sorry.
She went by very fast. It's always hard to catch it when they run right by it.
All right. But I mean, Becky's scumbag anyways.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Even has the 15 power bombs, so doesn't even have to worry about double dipping Turian. I think if it would have been ice, she would have gone back for it just for the time save in Turian, but for anything else.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Scotty, dude! Come on, don't take that acid hit. Thank you, bro. Also going for the blue fireball, by the way. It's funny how everyone goes for that. Alright, Becky now on her final boss of the main G4. Alright, Scotty cannot take a hit here.
No, we can't.
Needs to get into his position really... Alright, there you go. He's fine. Oh, actually, that might be a little bit far to the left. Yep, there you go. That hurts. That's super.
That hurts.
He thankfully saved.
Up top.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll go back that way.
Yeah, I could actually see him skip it.
I mean, he doesn't know yet that he'll be able to find gravity, but, you know, I could see taking that chance.
Elm finding his bombs. Picking them up, actually, that's a little bit surprising for me, but I guess it's nice just to get, like, the last softbox out of the way. And is soon going to be finding gravity suit here. Oh no, Scotty is going back for it, so he really wants that.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Where was Screw Attack that Beef Rubber doesn't have it?
Billy Mays.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
And Elm getting his gravity suit.
So Elm now officially in go mode.
Yep.
I think Scotty is still too far to the left, like 1 or 2 pixels. Looks like. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure he's a little bit too far, but he can farm here, so if he gets some energy, he can actually take that super hit. It's so nasty that you just take damage by your own ammo. No, okay, he's fine. Kind of hard to judge. Oh, how did that not hit him? Dang. All right, yeah.
There it is. He's good. He's good.
He's good. He's fine. I wonder how Elm feels about having all these beams and charge beam and 100 missiles, 100 super missiles.
At least 100. Did he didn't pick any up after that?
No, I think there would actually be a 5 next to that little glitch
Oh,
symbol.
right, yeah.
Yeah, the supers are not supposed to be higher than 50, but, well, not that, especially not higher than 100.
No, they're not. And Becky heading into Turian. That's interesting. She didn't quite group those together before firing off those power bombs.
Well, the good thing is, ideally, it doesn't matter because as you can see right there, the Metroids can actually move off screen as long as power bomb explosions are far enough on screen.
Yeah. She's still okay. She's got more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
She's got more than enough. You need 12 total. She came in with 15.
Yep.
And she even got a drop out of that first one.
All right.
There we go. There's some microwave snake.
Finally. I was waiting way too long on that. So in case anyone wonders what Elm just did there, basically you're not supposed to have plasma beam until after Dragon. So plasma beam ability to like pierce through enemies is something that actually applies to bosses and mini bosses as well. Specifically to Rizos, Dragon, Bontoon, Phantoon, and you can use that to buffer the same charge shot with X-ray, making the iframes of the enemy run out while the shot is still inside the hitbox, making the same shot count multiple times. And since Plasma deals so much damage anyways, you can one-hit kill any of the bosses I just named with these Plasma charge shots. Alright, Scotty now also onto the Ridley fight.
Oh, and...
Oh, there we go, more microwaving. That also works.
Yeah.
Not only working on bosses, but of course working on regular enemies as well.
You don't see that very often, but on those key hunters, not a bad idea.
Yeah. Beef Robber showing off some tech here, and I'm glad he does.
Becky didn't get the baby skip, so she's got to go refill.
Yep. Obviously not enough ammo for a Crystal Flash after having to use all the power bombs for the Metroids.
And Ridley is down for Scotty.
Yeah. Elminster done with his G4, now in go mode. Can just go finish the race. And I'm impressed that Beef Robber made up so much time on Scotty after a few deaths early on.
Yeah.
And Becky is saying, hey, I have 80 supers. Why would I even bother with a Zep Skip?
The Zep skip is what I call that.
And yet opening the glass with missiles. I appreciate that. You know, I love when sometimes just people tank through, just use 80 supers and just open the glass with supers.
Well, until recently, that was my only way of doing it. I just learned that the other day, so.
That's such a good thing to know, though. Alright. Becky, still going with the supers. I think this is a higher DPS than her current beam.
Because she doesn't have ice.
Yeah, it's only very slightly faster though. It's nice that she's aware of that. It's insane how many supers there are in this.
And going for the stand-up?
Yep, setting up for it. Has Varia de-equipped already, so just needs to take a quick. Well, apparently not. Okay.
Nope, I don't think she got it.
Nope, just didn't stand up. That's interesting. But I mean, that's cool. She doesn't have X-ray, so no technical stop block prevention. So just playing it out safe here might not be the worst thing. Scotty now also finding the location of Gravity Suit. Oh, and Scotty also going for the Hoodoo Ruby special. That actually looks pretty good. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, close. Helm now in Tyrion. And Becky almost at Mother Brain 3. Just a little death away, so to say.
I still don't see anybody finish yet. She might be first place here.
Yeah. Just a fun fact, this is actually scripted and we picked the top 4 players in advance. I was actually kind of low on energy here. We'll have to watch out a little in room 3 specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he needs to watch out really. Because he's not gonna get like almost no health drops here. So this might be a little bit tricky. 150, 190 health, huh? We'll see. And he cannot really do any too much off-screen stuff either, because he needs like all his power bombs. This looks like a good place. Yeah, he's playing this really safe. He's getting latched onto. 2 Metroids.
Let's get that third one.
Oh, this is
bad.
I think he's fine.
Did he get the?
I'm not sure if the third one. Oh, he needs to use another power bomb too.
Does he get a drop? He doesn't get a drop. Nope.
Yeah. Well, at the expense of living, having to.
It's better to refarm than it is to die. I don't think he saved at the ship, so because he didn't refill at the ship, so it didn't save there.
He probably didn't even get to be picked up. What is Elm doing? Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought he ran back, but I just confused the rooms. Alright. I would say Elm should probably farm at the Kagos for another PB, since he only needs 1. Really no reason to go all the way back to the ship, but he might surprise me.
Makes sense.
Alright, is Becky gonna kill or save the animals? Oh, she's going down. I like that. But what does uh-oh mean? That's the right decision.
Well, it is the right decision in a normalcy, but is this where they have all the weird stuff that can happen in here?
Yeah, sure is.
That's the uh-oh.
Nah. Oh, dang. Getting sniped, though. By Just Defend, finishing first place with a 108.33.
Oh, nice. GG to Just Defend.
GG to Just Defend. GG to Becky. Giving up first place to give us a show and showing some of the randomizer features. I appreciate that, and in my book, Becky definitely the winners of my heart.
This was not in the tournament, so those of you that haven't played these, this will be the first time you've seen this.
Oh, and Slowers, 27, finishing second place with a time of 109.04. So GG to Becky for, yeah, I'm sorry for Becky. Doing such a cool thing and then getting sniped first and second place here.
And in Ranging Phantom.
Yeah. Alright, and Elm is now...
Now he's through?
Oh, and Toasty, finishing third place with a time of 109.43. Good job, Toasty. Becky is also our number 3 and our number 2 in our hearts. And there we go, Becky finishing 4th place with a time of 1:10 flat. GG, Becky. Also, slight spoilers here, I guess, but I had to give that away. The tension was too much. Also, that powerbomb drop came in really handy there, just to open up these blocks. Alright, there you go. With 15 seconds left on the clock. We got our first 4 racers done. So GG.
Becky says, I thought I was being cheeky saving the animals. Forgot the random room.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the effort of saving the animals. I can't blame anyone for doing that.
Not at all.
Yeah, Toasty got 3rd place. Alright, Scotty now done with his 4 bosses. And Beef Robber, finding the pink suit, is now in go mode.
So again, for those of you that haven't seen one of these before, you do still see where all the items are in the credits.
Yep. What are we missing, actually? Anything particular we're still looking for?
I think we found everything. But it's definitely interesting looking at the descriptions used for the different items.
Honestly, the best thing about the credits is that it shows you how much time you wasted lining doors. It's like, it's objectively the most important statistic, and if it's like above 25 seconds, you automatically lose. So we gotta look out for that on Becky's screen right now. Just throwing that out there. Oh wow. Wow. Becky, thanks for cutting your stream early. She hurt me. She did that on purpose. Thanks a lot. Alright.
I'm about to get to Mother Brain 3. Didn't have enough E-tanks to even try stand-up.
Yeah. And Scotty now in Tyrion. Only one who has Ice Beam that we know of. So he will just fly through Tyrion here. Whereas everyone else had to play it kind of slow because of the lack of said Ice Beam. And the baby is down for Elm. Ice Beam was at Cathedral Missiles. Well, Becky, if you wouldn't have cut your stream early, we might have seen in your credits.
Exactly.
Scotty just barely missing that jump there on the Metroid skip. Alright, and Elm on the escape. Is he gonna get sniped? Or is he actually gonna finish in 5th place? Alright, Scotty with the refill.
Meanwhile, Beef Robber, microwaving that snake.
Gonna be the second last microwave we're gonna see this race. And Elminster now on the ship and is done with a good 5th place time of 1:15.13, and right behind him, TG Derp with a 6th place time of 1:15.16 seconds, so only 3 seconds apart. Oh, and apparently TG Derp made kind of a similar approach to Elm and got 110 supers. Alright, that's cool. Congrats to TG Derp for picking up so many supers.
That's a lot of supers. And maybe Elm will leave his stream up so they can see the way the credits look towards the end.
Yeah. Usually they don't look that flashy, but it's something different. Robert unfortunately missing full halfy here. Not too bad for Space Jump, pretty minimal time loss here.
One of my least favorite rooms when you don't have Space Jump.
Oh, and Scotty going for the stand-up push. The first one to do so. Oh, and that Mother Brain hit.
What?
Scotty showing off the rainbow colors. So ideally, Scotty will deal 39 hits to Mother Brain before the baby dies, before the Hyper Beam transition, finishing off Mother Brain with exactly 1 Hyper Beam shot. Yo. Yo, Elm.
Oh, hey, Elm.
How are you doing, Elm? How was the race?
I wish I hadn't walked there direct shit.
And also, what's up, Becky? Congrats on... Alright, and bye, Becky. Okay, so Elm, your route. How did you feel like, looking back on it, for the boss order of doing like nullify first and then backing out, getting the movement items later, and then doing like all the stuff later, doing North and 2 trips. So do you, like, in hindsight, do you think it would have been better to just like commit for like high jumpless and get gravity already?
No, because I don't know how to do high jump with Lava, and last time I tried to do it without doing it,
fair enough.
it was a disaster. So, I think it would have been a very bad idea for me to do that.
Also, shoutouts to glitching out the super counter. I think everyone really much appreciated it. One question I have for you that I didn't quite understand: why the reset at Ice Beam with the E-Tank? We were all kind of confused by you like doing your hell runs and then turning down these extra E-Tanks.
The E-Tank wasn't what I was looking for.
Well, right. You were
Well,
obviously
no.
supers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, good job on the race, good performance.
GGM.
And Becky apparently cannot hear us.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, well.
Hi,
What's
Becky.
up, Becky? Congrats on winning the race. Congrats on throwing it and getting 4th place.
Yes, thank you. That was well played.
Yeah, I appreciated the effort. You know that.
Oh, I totally forgot that the animal room was just something random. I thought I was being super cool. I was like, oh, Pong's commentating. It's going to make him happy. And then I got stuck with Fantoon.
Oh, thank you. I
He
was
was real happy when you first went down. Oh, plus the viewers got to see that random room.
Right. Maybe that's something cool. When do you ever get to see Hyper Beam, Fantoon?
New
Just
Game
on
Plus.
that note. Oh well, who runs New Game Plus, anyways. Scotty is finished with a 7th place, 1 hour 19 minutes and 38 seconds. GG. And it looks like
Crocomire is now in stream.
Yeah, Crocomire got grabbed by the baby and is doing slow motion ending. Canadian Owl has finished with an 8 and 40 seconds.
So how about that grapple location?
I was really wondering about that. There were a lot of people saving before GT. No one actually resetting over it. Which I guess makes sense in the case of Super Smurdia, but I'm not sure if I would have reset there or not. It was interesting grapple being right there, this close to like a possible Super Smurdia.
Yeah, I was like hoping I might get an advantage out of that somehow, but like because I don't know how many people would have decided to check GT. I mean, I guess it's full rando, so you probably feel like you have to, but
yeah, pretty much everyone on stream at least did.
Yeah,
I went the intended way in the GT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Sloters do like a capital LOL in the SRL chat, and for some reason I was just like, oh man, I bet GT is holding an item above the crumble blocks. I don't know if that's what he was LOLing about, but I'm glad I did it because it gave me trouble.
We don't know what it was. Becky, how do you feel about skipping X-ray? Passing out that opportunity on microwaving bosses like everyone else did.
I don't know. I didn't think I was going to find plasma or even charge, so I didn't really want to pick it up.
Your route worked out really well for you with that early wrecked ship. Yeah, like
Get that out of the way right away.
Elm did pretty much the exact opposite. He did North at first and then did the wrecked ship. But he couldn't. Well, he didn't decide to. Which makes sense given the items he had, which were basically none. Couldn't do lower Norfair in one trip. So had to dip out, get the items, and then go back. So. You getting all these items kind of out of the way first, like especially space jump and high jump,
Yes, high jump.
really making that single warfare trip really well.
I'm so glad that I went to Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, that gauntlet check.
That was a good check.
A lot of people did that. I'm not sure. I think the item that has actually seen the least use was Ice Beam in this race. Scotty actually got that during the Hell Run for Cathedral.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, who's gonna get that with Speed Booster as like the first major item?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were saying.
Yeah.
That's an easy spot to skip.
Why did Scotty not go to the Frog Speedway? or down through Croc? What
Well,
made him decide to go through Cathedral for that
Well,
one item?
probably
That's a
that
really
exact
good
item.
question.
Probably that exact item.
He
probably
wanted to
didn't
check
wanna
that
miss
item,
out
I
on it.
suspect.
I mean, there were a lot of deviations on what single item is so far out of the way that I skip it. Like we had people skipping out the missiles below the wreck ship reserve tank, like checking wreck ship reserve tank and then skipping checking gravity, but not checking the missiles. Other people skipped cathedral missile. Like there were always these singular items that people decided to not check. Like someone I think didn't check criteria PBs, but everything else. So it's like I don't know. I feel like for full render, it's kind of hard to make this judgment call of like what's reasonably to skip.
Yep. I just went in expecting 100% items, and then as soon as I have everything I need, I just stop.
That's a smart way of doing that.
Also, shout out to my boy Crocomire for doing that
Still in
slow
slow-mo.
spark. I love it. So yeah, full rando. We didn't have that in a while. I feel like it kind of gained back in popularity the last couple of weeks. Versus like the kind of pool-based randomizer we had in the tournament. So, how do you like this form mix? Is this something you can imagine doing more often in the future? Like especially compared to like tournament random.
Full rando, like the old rando that Desi made, is always the one that I thought we were going to have for the tournament when we were
same.
doing it.
That's why I
So-
chose the route that I did.
Okay, so what makes you choose Desi over this one?
Because it existed.
Okay.
No, I think what she's saying
At
is
the time.
that it was the one they were expecting.
Yeah, exactly what Tracy said.
Oh, okay.
But like now we have this. I like how different this style of play is. And it resulted in some different things. Like, so speed booster and not really much else in the way of items. To me, that's pretty clear. Like, go straight up red tower. But in full rando, like in tournament rando, you go straight up red tower. You get a wreck ship. That's a pretty easy call. But in full rando, I was like, okay, well, it's probably better to go down because Norfair has so many like items that are minor items in the other logic.
Right. We have two racers in the same escape room. We have Ancient Gamer and Boostin fighting with the Leo room at the moment. This is really close. Crocomire still with a slowed down
Croak's still
escape.
slow.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Inching his way to the finish line.
I've never seen someone go all the way with that slow-mo.
Oh, it's fun. It's an interesting challenge. Alright, we got Crocomire now actually done with an official SRL race time of 1 hour 26 minutes and 53 seconds. Finishing 9th place. Right. Not gonna spoil who's winning the Booster and Ancient Gamer race. Ancient. So Boostin has the faster SRL time, but Ancient forfeited for some reason.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But yeah,
understand.
GG to both Boostin and Ancient.
Yeah,
Boostin
GG
with a
Boostin,
time
GG
of 1:27.06. I'd say Ancient probably with a slightly faster most of the time. I don't know.
And
But
GG
either way,
Crocomire.
props to them.
I feel like he's just really upset at the seed or something.
I don't think so.
But it shows him finishing on stream, so what's going on there?
Someone in SRL chat saying it was disrespected to Boostin. I'm Beef Robber at the Speed Boosters Appetite game. So yeah, is this the last instance of the restreamed weekly races?
I just looked at the schedule, and it looks like it's just gonna cycle.
Oh,
Next week, and then 100% after that, and then GT code. And
oh,
then
awesome!
Rando again.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think they're rotating the. Looks like they're rotating everything. So that'll be nice to see all the different types of runs.
Yeah.
Wait, they're rotating everything? We're doing rotation next week?
No.
I would race that.
That might be fun to watch.
Sometimes I hate you, Alan.
Okay, see, this is actually what might get Farrell to stay up until like 5 in the morning his time.
I mean, it's 6:30 a.m. here in Germany right now, and I'm commentating a random match just for you, because I like random so much, and I wanted to see Elm.
I'm really glad that you commentated so that I didn't have to worry about you beating me.
We can see about that next week, Elm, or the next time random is on. I
When's
suppose.
100% map?
Oh please no!
Yeah,
I did not see that on the.
like 2 people signing up. We good.
What about some low percent speed? What about that?
Well, we definitely
how
get some
about
people
low
running
percent
it.
ice, because we were supposed to get that at some point during the multi-category tournament. It never came up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a shame.
Beef Rob! Oh my God, dude, that team was... Holy shit! Calculated at 3.7 Man. Oh, holy moly. Alright.
Alright,
Damn.
I'm gonna go play Diablo 3.
Alright, have fun with
Okay.
Diablo
See
3.
ya.
Thanks for stopping in.
Dang, that Deus though. Someone clip that, please. That one's killing me. I'm glad we have such a high finish rate, such a low forfeit rate with us.
Okay, so the other cool thing is how I skipped ship refill, because I was like, I have enough health, I have enough power bombs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't have enough of either because I'm bad at Turian.
Well, I mean, you would have had enough of power bombs if you wouldn't have decided that living is worth an extra Turian share.
But like, I messed up the low percent speed strat in the first room, so I used 4 power bombs.
Yep.
And then I didn't have any extras, so I didn't feel confident going for it in room 3. So I tried to dodge the Metroids to not take damage, and that didn't work out.
It was pretty funky to look at. It was pretty weird how you like try to get them all on screen while they were kind of trying to avoid that and keep like jumping over them. I was kind of worried when you actually got grabbed. I was thinking at first you would leave the room, you kind of dashed to the left there, but you managed it well.
Yeah, there's this strat that, you should try to do where you power bomb like at the start of the room, and when it hits a Rinka, it also hits all the off-screen ones and aggroes them. I don't really understand how that strat works, honestly. It doesn't make sense to me, but...
Honestly, anything that's related to off-screen behavior of enemies doesn't make any sense to me in this game.
Yeah.
I can't actually see the restream right now.
Are you frozen too?
Yeah, but apparently Unshabo dunked with an official SRL time of 1 hour 33 minutes and 9 seconds, finishing 11th place. And Beef Robber being the last one to finishing strong with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 33 seconds, and 35 seconds. Finishing 12th place and ending the race, we had 13 participants and 12 finishes. So
that's pretty good.
Good job to all racers, yeah.
GG to all the runners. Well, okay, I guess that's it.
Right, I hear the ending sound in the background. I hear someone's planet exploding, so that's cool.
There we go.
All right, so, well, yeah, that was rando for you, full rando.
Full rando.
Yeah, getting the full experience here. Again, shoutouts to everyone participating in this race, making for a hype race here up till the very last second. And yeah, again, next week we go back to the start of the rotation. We got with 80%. So, oh, there we go, going back. So yeah, GG to all runners. Yeah, I guess that's it for us, right?
Yeah, well, thank you to Elm and Becky for stopping in, and thank you to you, Punk, for joining me on my voyage of commentary.
Well, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure. Yeah, it's fun. I hope all friends from overseas have a good night. For me, the sun has just been rising, so I'm gonna get some coffee. But yeah, that was fun. Thanks again for all the racers. Thanks for Speed Gaming putting up the weekly for us here, showcasing some of the cool. And yeah, that's it for us. And you guys have a good night.
And you have a good morning, Punk, and same for the rest of you out in Europe and such.
All right, see you.